A confused elderly man left to die at the Spokane County Courthouse.
He spent the entire night out there and was found frozen to death in the morning.
Who's to blame? Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Dave Erickson. He was an 84-year-old man summoned for jury duty, but instead he died frozen to death on the steps of the Spokane County Courthouse.
Well, now the family of that elderly man has filed a federal lawsuit saying county employees and employees of the private security firm that works at the courthouse caused his death. KXLY4's McKay Allen is live at the courthouse.
Hi guys, yeah, it happened in November of 2007. Mita is the elderly gentleman's name. He came here summoned for jury duty to try to serve his country. He's a survivor of a Japanese internment camp during World War II. But what started as jury duty ended with him dying on those steps, frozen to death. When he was found, his body was covered with freshly fallen snow and his knuckles had cuts from beating on the door trying to ask for help that never arrived.
It's a very painful death.
A cold November day in 2007.
It was one of those days where the temperature never got above freezing.
84-year-old Mita was summoned for jury duty.
He was looking forward to it.
Court papers filed by the Mita family's attorney indicate that Mita parked his car and spent his morning in the courthouse. But after lunch break, he didn't return. Apparently confused, not knowing where to go, as afternoon became evening, the 84-year-old wandered the courthouse grounds.
He was obviously a elderly and a vulnerable gentleman, and throughout that entire evening he was observed to be very cold, to be very confused.
The courthouse employs private security guards, and some of those guards notice Mita. At times they let him inside to warm up, but when the courthouse closed, they ushered him outside into the night.
And the rest of the story was that he spent the entire night out there and was found frozen to death in the morning.
Mita's official cause of death, accidental hypothermia.
He was found seated at the base of the steps at the front of the courthouse, leaning up against the trash receptacle.
His body was covered in 2 inches of fresh snow. His knuckles had cuts and abrasions. The confused man, his car only 2 blocks away, had apparently knocked and pounded repeatedly on the doors of the courthouse during the night, desperately seeking help.
He needed help, and the system, obviously, for some reason, just let him down totally.
Ultimately, the lawsuit alleges the county and the courthouse's private security firm caused an 84-year-old man proudly serving jury duty to freeze to death, alone and confused, on courthouse steps.
It's painful, and, you have to wonder what went through his mind in those hours.
Mita's family says they weren't properly notified that the gentleman was missing, and they say they didn't have time to adequately search for him. They say, someone should have done something, a security guard, a jury staff, or somebody. Now, we reached out to Spokane County and the private company that employs the security guards here at the courthouse, and they had no comment directly on the case. Reporting live, McKay Allen, KXLY4 HD News.